Alrighty.
Yes.
Well, is this thing on, Bum?
I think so, B-Dog. I think we are live.
Wow. Alrighty. Let me just go ahead and tweet out the stream. I think everything's looking good on our end.
Yeah, everything's looking good on the PRA end for the YouTube.
Alrighty.
I'll let Wired know that we are live. Hello, Mr. D-Highs. Welcome to the live broadcast of Diamond.
Alrighty. And we are live on Yoshi's channel. What's going on, everybody?
Nice. So we are streaming in 2 spots tonight. I have the PRA section, and B-Dog has Yoshi66's channel on YouTube, correct?
That would be correct. Yeah, so we're going to be streaming on 2 different channels. Like Bum just said, I'm going to be on Yoshi66's channel tonight. And Bum has the PRA network.
Yeah, y'all.
So we got some good stuff going on tonight. We got Diamond.
Yeah, for those of you who do not know, Diamond Series is the absolute best of the best that the PRA has to offer. These guys are the fastest, the bestest. These guys can run their own lobbies without any kind of officials if needed. So these guys are the best, and we should be seeing some pretty competitive racing tonight.
Yeah, I agree with it. I mean, we got this new format. They're waiting on me. So I don't want to hold anybody up and get yelled at. Yeah, we got this new format, a bunch of guys in different divisions here, season 16. And let's go ahead and get this intermission screen off.
Who are you going to click on here, B-Dog?
I'm popping on B-Sprague. I want to see how he's going to do.
I will do the same. As B-Sprague's playing it smart, he's wanting everybody to go ahead so he can get a clean lap. Oh, and it looks like 3 other cars. It's not going to allow him to do that. So we saw a few people in the Silver Series do that as well. Wait and try to get their fastest lap. Letting the other cars go way ahead.
Yeah, so it looks like, we got 8 guys tonight?
Yeah, 8 guys. I was thinking earlier, I was talking with Spider on the Silver Series stream. What do you think about the car selection? And there's some strategy that needs to be played out here using your cars.
Yeah, man, I'm not really too sure. Okay, so I haven't played Wreckfest in a long time, and I basically just went with the Panther RS because it looked the coolest.
The Panther RS is, from what I've heard, one of the crappier cars. Not very good at all. I'm more of a kind of guy that wants to get the crappy cars out of the way first, right away, so that way I don't have to use them ever again, and I could use my better cars to catch up. Other people, like Spider was saying, it depends on the track and their strengths and weaknesses. So it'll be interesting to see what we got here.
Oh, yeah, so I guess I went ahead and did the right thing by getting the crappy car out of the way first.
That's what I would have done, honestly, and it looks like our competitors tonight, there are no Road Slayer GTs on this course, whereas the Silver had, I believe, 5 of them. So they're all running the Panther or the Rammer RS.
Yeah, it looks like 5 Rammer RSs to 3 Panther RS, so pretty good mix there.
Oh yeah, very good mix. It's nice to see that kind of mix, and these guys are strategizing what cars to use and when, so they don't have to use them later, or they can save them for later on in the season.
what Bum's talking about is we're having a 5 race season, or a 5 week season, 10 races. 4 of them are going to be 4 weeks, 8 races are going to be the regular season, and then we're going to have one playoff week. Okay, and you guys get, the drivers get a pick from 4 cars that they have to run twice. So once you run the car twice, you can't use it again until the playoff starts. So all the cars are pretty much equally balanced out, and some other cars, one might be better in a certain aspect than the other, but for the most part, they're all equal. So it puts another strategy into it.
Yeah, and man, like honestly, I'm kind of glad I'm not racing this year because the strategies and all that. I'd probably screw up somewhere and be stuck with a crappy car at the end.
Yeah, I like the Panther RS because it was the coolest. So, and
I mean,
and so
it's
I went with it.
it's not a slow car by any means. It's just the suspension on the Panther RS is a little shaky, a little bouncy, whereas like the Rammer RS or this Road Series GT, it's a little more stiff. None of these cars really turn very well in the corners. Like was it last year was the Rammer, and the year before that was the Gremlin. The Gremlin turned really well in the corners last year, and this year the cars aren't turning very well. So I have to manipulate the e-brake a little bit and the brakes to get these cars to slide around.
Yeah, and these guys are the best on the game on the North American side, and few of the drivers in here, they're some of the best in the world. I mean,
Oh,
as we've seen it,
absolutely.
we've seen it in the Global Series when we used to race the Global Series. W was one of the top guys, and as you can see, I mean, he has a fast time. Uh, I mean, 3 tenths quicker than the second place guy.
I'm looking for him to knock that down on his last lap. He was running a 103 in practice with that Panther RS. So hopefully he's not going to lag out. He was saying he's 1 for 7 on Pine Hills with the lag. So hopefully he's able
Well,
to stay in the race. Yeah.
this is a different Pine Hills configuration. I know that he always had a problem with the Pine Hills main, but
Main.
hopefully he'll be able to make it through this race. I mean, he just put a 1:3.9, so I mean,
Yeah,
he's
that's
he's flying.
that's where he was. So he's obviously, I don't want to speak out of turn, but he's probably going to get the pole position here. We have Wired bringing up second. And that's where Wired wanted to be. He jumped into the chat in the booth and he said, "I just want to be behind W on the pole." So it looks like if he can keep that, trying to fight off D's curves. Look, where's D's curves? There he is.
I'm on board with Wired right now. I mean, he's running the Rammer RS, and you know, it's different strokes for different folks. I
Yep.
mean, it's when do you want to use your car?
Right. And D's curves using the Ram RS as well. Not very far behind Wired in the time, but he will take the third spot.
Yeah, and I think Wired's going to come home with second unless D West has something to say about it here, so I'm popping on board with him. He's the last car out on the track right now, so as soon as he gets done, qualifying's going to be over.
D-West was saying he'd be surprised if he did not come in last at this race. I beg to differ. I think he'll do just fine. And D West takes the second spot away from Wired on the
Yeah,
last lap.
yeah, and he's almost at W's time. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. We're gonna have some tight racing here, I see.
yeah, some very tight race. I mean, 8 guys in here. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do. I mean, good night. We have everybody joining in the lobby right now. Everybody
It'll be
wants to
like,
get a piece of it.
yeah, Wired's gonna have to do some kick voting here. Get his band hammer out and kick some people out.
Yeah, and as you guys can see on the screen, on my end of the screen, we are going to be racing at Pine Hills Raceway. And I'm dropping frames on my end of the live stream.
Nice, nice. I don't have that luxury. I'm on the PS5.
What's going on my end? my internet just completely crashed
Oh no.
on the live stream side of things.
Oh no. Yes, D-Highs should be some stiff competition here. Although during the silver race, the cars kind of got worked out and they spread themselves out within 5-6 laps. I mean, once W gets out in front, of course, he's probably going to try to run away. But D. Westberg running a lap time .059 off of W, which is, I don't even think you can blink your eye that fast. So I'm going to go out on a limb here. W is the obvious one to win this, but I'd like to see D. Westberg take a win here.
I'm working on getting my end of the deal back up here.
Well, hopefully B-Dog can get his end internet back up. Get that stream back up. It's Colt Chevy starting in a spot that's unfamiliar to him, second to last. Although everybody ran a 104 except AY with a 108. W and D West are the only 103s. So Colt Chevy's going to look to improve on that, try to gain some position.
Alright, so the stream decided it wanted to crash. So we're just going to record it.
All right. All right, here we go. Get my camera settings.
These guys are going off the start?
Did they really? No way. They did, right off the start. They just went off the start. I didn't even notice. Oh, that's right, because he set the line up to qualifying, so they were already in line. Smart move by Wired, as always. So these guys were green right off the start. That was a shock and a surprise to us. So we missed that. And W already out front, running away. D. Westberg. Second, where's D. West?
Okay, so they're not.
Oh, no, they're not. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, they were just hauling ass around the track to get to the start finish. And I don't like that outside position on that first turn.
Well, we're about to find out. So W's going to lead us to the green flag here for 15 laps at Pine Hills.
And they're off. We're going to see... Oh, we got one car who biffed it in the back end there. Looks like that was Colt Chevy and AY that got into it a little bit.
You know, I think D. Westberg is going to rough up W a little bit.
I certainly hope so. I don't... W has not been roughed up at all, ever, in my opinion. He needs to get...
Nobody can catch him.
Right, I know, right? Well, D-Res was running some pretty fast lap times with the Rammer RS. It's a pretty hefty feat to get down to the 103s with that car, I feel.
Most definitely. All right, guys, so if you're watching on Yoshi's channel, this was originally supposed to be a live stream, but some complications happened, so it's a video now. So, welcome in to PRA Wreckfest Season 16, Week 1 of the Diamond Series. We got some of the best drivers on PlayStation in the North America duking it out for 15 laps here at Pine Hills Raceway.
Yeah, we're already seeing some tight racing here in the middle of the pack. 4th, 5th, and 6th. As Wired is... Oh, AY's... Wow. What a move by AY. He just sent her big time and was able to control it.
I mean, you see it right here. What?
Oh,
Oh,
B
oh
Sprague
my
just bit it. Big
gosh.
time.
Yep, that was big time.
That's going to be tally number
Mm.
one.
Yeah, so I mean, you seen Wired. He started third, and he's all the way back to sixth. So
Yeah, Wired was saying he should struggle here, and putting up the third fastest lap. I think he got caught in some traffic, and now he's going to have to work his way back up front. But man, he's got AY, Bobby, D-Skirts in front of him. That's not not a group that I can catch.
yeah,
You have to.
I'm just looking up here at second place, and D West is not letting W get far away.
No, he's not. But I think this is going to come down to car selection here, honestly.
Oh,
Oh
W just
no, a
took down a
W.
fence.
Oh, I think he lost his internet. His internet went out. That should be.
I don't know if it was his internet or not. I think he might have just been stingy on the suspension, and he hit that jump.
That jump wrong.
Yeah, because I did it too, as well in the in the Braun Series race, and it just does not tend to work out the way you want it to work out.
Yeah, on the outside of that jump is a no bueno. We saw Brad Perk in our race at the Silver Series kind of hit that, went all. He didn't hit the fence, but he went haywire a little bit. So, I was saying earlier, I think this is going to come down to car selection here. I know what D West ran in the qualifiers, but he's got to do this like literally every lap to stay ahead of W.
Yeah, I would go ahead and think so as well. That he's definitely going to have to do it. And looks like right now he's doing it.
Oh
so,
no!
Oh my gosh, we just jinxed him.
Yeah, he just bit it. Oh
I
man.
think that might be a caution. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's going to be a caution. It should be.
I
mean,
hate to see that.
He went off on his own though, so.
You really hate to see that.
Absolutely, you hate to see that. D West is, he's kicking himself right now. I know he is.
He was running. I mean, we jinxed him. I mean, he was.
No such thing, B-Dog. No such
man.
thing.
I know when I was racing this track in the Panther RS, I felt like I was just on ice the whole entire time.
Yeah, it's the suspension on the Panther RS is tricky. You got to set it a little lower. I think W is running a 3 right now. I'm pretty sure he's running a 3, and I think Milsey ran with this last night, was running it as a 2. And that is not going to be a caution, B-Dog.
Well, we will see. And they might just be going balls to the wall and then slow down when it's
I guess,
when
yeah,
it's
you're
time.
right. Mm-hmm.
You never know these guys. These guys have a mind of their own, but they know what they're doing. But for right now, W is he's up in the
running.
front, man. I wish that D Westberg wouldn't have wrecked right there.
Let's talk a little bit about Bobby here. I think Bobby is one of the more underrated racers in Diamond this year. Bobby's a very, very fast, also a pretty aggressive driver. But he gets the job done, and he's running in second right now.
Yeah, Bobby, he's just smooth. I mean, he's just really squeaky smooth.
Yep. I can agree with that.
And
he's
extremely consistent.
Yeah, his lap times are about a half a second off W's right now. But compared to the rest of the field, I mean, he's right there with the rest of the field. So if he can hold on to second place, did W just bite the dust again?
No, he was able to save it on my end.
Okay. My controller is extremely touchy. You'll have to excuse me for those watching on the PRA side. My directional pad is extremely touchy, and I've switched off cars 2 or 3 times now.
One thing I know about Bobby, like I said, he's consistent. I'm going to stay on him for this lap because he ran a 4.8, which is a 10th off of his best time. So I'm curious to see what his time's going to be this time because, I mean, we say he's very consistent. I mean, and that's half of racing in PRA is being consistent because the skill level's so close. So I want to see what his next time's going to be. I think it's going to be around that 0.8, maybe 0.7, possibly a PB right here.
Well, he hasn't hit nothing. Then looks like he's taking the correct lines. Stays on the track. He hits the skirt, so he's not in the dirt there.
And you ran a 5, so I jinxed him. Okay, I just need to stop jinxing people.
There's no such thing, B-Dog. Stop.
Well, everybody that I'm tend to be on is getting jinxed right now. W, he just put down the fastest lap of the race with a 4.02.
Yeah, that's... Wow. Just freaking wow. And Bobby's gapped out third place.
You got to think here. I think W is coming up where he might be getting to some lap traffic in this crossover. So, I mean...
Yeah.
He seems to be good there.
Speaking of third place here, AY has worked his way up from last to third. Colt Chevy from second to last to fourth.
Yep, I'm on board with Colt Chevy right now. He's on AY's butt. I don't think he's going to give AY too much breathing room. And, you know, the thing about AY does feel the pressure. I love AY a lot, but history says that he does feel the pressure.
Yes, sir. I can agree with that.
Colt just ran his fastest time of the race right there. So Colt's starting to find his groove as we're coming up on about 6 laps to go. And AY, he's chipping it in. I'm going to pop on board with him.
Yeah, he's running down Bobby here. Bobby had a large gap on him 2 laps ago, and then AY has closed this down. Oh, he's running nearly a half a second faster. That's why. At least his best lap is.
I guess AY has found a groove somewhere, and when he finds a groove, you just better watch out.
Yeah, and I was saying earlier, I don't think I got to finish. I think the car selection here, I think kind of favors the Panther RS if you're able to control it. It's got the 6 gears. It's got 1 extra gear than the Ram RS. And the Ram RS has a terrible, what do you want to call it? Like a lag if you miss a gear or hit something or anything. Oh, it's like AY right there. Just hit the wall a little bit. And Bobby's going to run away a little bit more. But that lag that the gearing has on the RS is absolutely atrocious. So, in my opinion, I think the Panther RS is the favored car. Oh, no, AY.
Oh, AY just pulled a W.
Mm-hmm.
You hit that little rivet right there, and you're along for the ride.
That's right. It's on the outside, the right side of that jump. It's like you can't be on the right side. That's the third person I've seen today, and poor AY. He was running really well, too. Oh, and Beast Bragg has damage. He's got a orange suspension, yellow motor, and yellow brakes. Not good. Looks like he hit something.
Yeah, he's seen better days, and he's off the track again.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying they're not used to this Panther RS car, and it's very hard to control. So, you know, I think some of these guys are just using it to get it out of the way.
I mean, might as well, you know.
Right.
Get it out of the way, then use it again, and not use it again. You know, just focus on the rest of the season, knowing that the worst car is out of the equation. But I mean, it's like it's pick your poison. Do you want to have a fast start, or do you want to have a slow start to the season?
Right. And we got a nice three-way battle here between D West, Colt Chevy, and Wired, who tapped the wall and backed off a little bit here. But D West is running down Colt Chevy.
Yeah, this is for the podium position right here. And I don't think, you know, D West is going to cut Colt Chevy too much slack. I mean, D West was one of the fastest cars out here.
Absolutely.
And he's going to try to get back up to the front, at least a second, where he thinks, you know, maybe that he thinks he belongs in first, you know.
Wow, Wired is running a 104.082.
Okay.
It's his fastest lap. So
these guys are finding their gears.
Yes, they are. And you're right, D West is just looking for an opportunity to get around Colt Chevy here. He's not going to find it. It's going to have to be one of these sharp corners, I feel.
Yep, we got 4 laps to go here. Oh, man, yep.
Colt Chevy's on the wrong side. Yeah. No. Over he goes.
I think that might be a caution because he had a little help there. So, I don't know. We shall see. I know the fans would love to see a nice little caution.
Heck yes.
I'd love to see it.
Wired goes around.
Off the bumper of somebody?
Yes. No, I think it looks like he took that corner too fast, and just it looks like his controller stopped working.
Hmm. Well, everyone seemed to be having problems.
I wonder if Wired was talking to the guys in the chat while all that happened and distracted him.
Well, let's see. Yeah, no, we're still green, so, you know.
Wired's gonna let him run. AY is having a problem with that last turn before the straightaway. That's the second or third time I've seen him hit the wall.
Going through the field, trying to see if there's really any battles right now. I mean, I'm going to pop on board with D West as he's going to try to run down Bobby, but everyone seems to be pretty spaced out. I mean, no one's busted up into the threes yet. Everyone's still at the fours, so all these guys are very close grouped together.
AY. Yeah. Looking for somebody to break into the 103s. Hopefully here.
That part's so scary right there. The two cars look like they're about to come colliding together.
Yeah. We were wondering if we'd see a head-on collision tonight.
We got close to one in bronze.
They were getting pretty close in silver, too. Especially near the end of the race where people were really starting to push a little bit more.
Well, we got 2 laps to go, and D. Westberg has caught up to Bobby. And
Yes,
Bobby
he has.
feels the heat. Bobby feels the heat. D. Westberg feels the heat. They have no pressure out back whatsoever, so it's just going to be these two guys duking it out.
Uh-oh, Bobby makes a slight error. But it didn't really matter. D. West was not able to capitalize very much.
Yeah, D. West is right on Bobby's bumper. He's going to try to undercut him a little bit. He's going to set him up right here.
Slam it down, yep. Slammed it down perfectly. Look at that.
Bobby's fighting back on the outside, though. These guys are going at it.
This is fun to watch.
Ooh, who's going to take the jump better? We're getting ready for this white flag lap. W's checked out, but this battle for second. I mean,
it has
to them, it's the
heated
battle
up
for the win.
That's right. It's heated up. So Bobby runs well under pressure. I mean, you can tell he's starting to drive a little bit more defensively, which is natural, of course, but he does drive pretty well under pressure.
I don't know if anybody. I don't know if D. West is going to have another opportunity. I mean, he's going to have this one little hairpin coming up to maybe dive down and break some of his momentum.
Yeah, he screwed up on that corner at the top of the hill there just a little bit, taking it a little bit too far outside, and Bobby hit it perfectly.
Let's see if D. West is going to try to dive it in. I do not. He got to him just a little bit.
That tap, gentlemen, is just to slow him down enough to try to get another run on him.
Well,
I would have done the same thing.
I'm going to pop on board with W as he's coming out of the last corner here, and he's going to cruise to a nice victory.
Yes, sir.
Very uncontested, familiar sight for W is Victory Lane.
But
Bobby and D. West, they're coming at it side by side to the line.
As Bobby takes second, yeah. Nice, good race.
Like
I will get W in here.
All right, Colt's getting fourth. DY is going to get fifth. Looks like D's Kurtz is going to come home sixth. Seventh is going to be Wired. And eighth is going to be Spragg. All right.
Oh, W's not showing online.
Not too bad of the first race.
All right. Well, W's been added to the booth.
All right, we're going to get him for an interview real quick. So you see the finishing results up on your screen. W gets first, Bobby second, D West third.
And just so it's known, W did actually break into the 103s. Not by a lot, but he did.
Shit. Sorry. Loud entrance.
No phone calls, W. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
So, tell us, there were no cautions there.
There was not. No, I got lucky.
Were the guys just talking amongst themselves saying keep running, or?
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, he told us 2 car tallies, and every wow words. One person kept crashing, so
Well, we
when
counted.
Westberg went flying, it wasn't a caution because it
You're
was
right.
it was hit by himself.
You're right. We counted 2 tallies there where the 2 cars got into each other. B Spragg was the first one, and the second one was. No, I know there was a second one. I know dang well there was. Oh, Colt, Chevy, and AY, I think.
I couldn't tell you why I didn't say anything about it.
Yeah,
Nobody else said anything about it, so we just kept running.
it is what it is, man. You ran a very good race, as expected.
Thanks. Got lucky on my bounce. I thought I was gonna hit the fence. I don't
Hey,
know if
you
anybody
got.
saw that.
You told us you were going to say something, so say it.
Oh, let's go ferries.
Yes.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Awesome, W. Congratulations, bud.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Oh, then he just left. He's out.
Perfect.
All right, what's next, B-Dog? Bloomfield Dirt Oval, 40 laps.
This is what I've been waiting for.
The oval.
Bloomfield.
I hate ovals. You like ovals, B-Dog?
Oh, I love ovals.
Oh, I hate ovals. Just no good at them, I guess.
Yeah.
This is where I would expect to see D. Westberg really step up his game, because D. Westberg is really good at ovals, and I know this guy's put a ton of time on this track.
The one guy I'm missing, Zuri's. Oh, wish he was in here.
Mm-hmm. D. High says D. Westberg for the win. Let's hope. I'd like to see D. Westberg get a win here. Cross, my ovals are my life. I could obviously do without ovals, but it is what it is. So we had a bronze that was flawless, silver that was flawless tonight, and right now we've got diamond that was flawless, no cautions. Oh no, I'm sorry, silver did have 1 caution. I apologize.
I was about to say, I wonder how gold's doing right now.
Yes, gold. And are we switching streams between the series week to week, B-Dog?
From my understanding, yes, we will be.
So next week the stream will be gold and bronze. Yeah, gold and bronze, correct.
All right, these guys, they're getting ready.
Getting ready for a little qualifying action.
Let's see what the car selections look like here. AYDY with the Wild King.
So is Wired. Okay, now this car is not a bad selection. I am subpar at ovals, and I can run a 13.5, a low 13.5 with this car. So let's see what these guys can do with it.
Let's see. Wild King. We have 2 Wild Kings. D. Scourge is in the Panther RS. W is in the Rammer RS. And Bobby is in the Road Slayer GT, and he's currently quick time. Not anymore.
I think D. Westberg, I was going to say D. Westberg should be moving that up.
I'm going to pop on board with W, though, because if anybody can break the times, it's W.
He's sporting that pink and blue paint for his team, the Dancing Fairies. See if we can do it coming around here. Nope, not that lap. Actually,
it's 200
200 slower, correct.
Let's see what he has here.
Even
Even
getting closer.
closer.
Yeah,
He was 4/1000ths faster that time. It's just crazy how, it's just such, you're
right.
such on edge. I mean, now look at that. He was 2/1000ths. So, I mean, he's finding consistency, but I don't know.
Well, if he doesn't get the fastest lap, he's going to have to be on the outside on the turns.
Oh, yeah. Well, he just knocked it down a little bit, about 3/1000. So he's all over
One
the
one
place.
thousandth. Oh my
I mean, the
goodness.
last 5 laps, he's been within 100th of his
Yeah.
times. So they've been so grouped together. I don't know if he's going to be able to find. No, he seems to be falling off. This is going to be his last chance. I think D. Westberg, he's going to have this pole right here.
Good for D West. He'll have the inside, the optimal spot for the corner.
Wow,
Yep.
Bobby got second.
Oh, Bobby coming in on the
Wow.
last lap. Well, they're the Road Slayer GTs. I mean, that was kind of expected. I feel to see both of them up there. B Sprague down at the bottom, but if you look at the times, B Dog, they are so close. 0.2 of a second separate these 8 drivers. That is insanity.
I will agree with insanity.
So D West will take the pole. Bobby will take second position on the outside. W ends up getting the 3rd spot, getting that inside line. AY for the outside on row 2. And D's curves on the inside, row 3, to round out your top 5. Colt Wired and B Sprague in the back of the pack. AY took a Wild King and put it in the 4th spot with a 13.415. That's very good for that car. I feel that's very good for that car. I don't know about you, but if I was in the Wild King here, B-Dog, I would take a 4th position in the Wild King any day at this track with 2 Road Slayer GTs in front of me.
Is the Wild King just not what it is?
Uh, it's actually a very light car. It's I think Spider said it was the lightest car out of all of them this year. It's just the gearing in the thing is it's a 5 gear, and the handling just isn't there. So I think the go ahead.
What's funny about that is the car looks the heaviest out of all of them, in my
It
opinion.
it does. It absolutely does. I think the car rankings this year, what we found out is the GT is the best, the Rammer RS is the next best, and then the Wild King, and then the Panther RS.
Alrighty, well, I think these guys, they're going to get racing pretty quick. We're going
Yep.
to have 40 laps, and we're underway. So just one pace lap, and we're underway here. 40 laps around Bloomfield Speedway.
Oh, Bobby's on the outside. He got pushed out right off the bat, and that's going to open the door for W to run into second here.
That was very much exactly the same problems that I was running into here as Bobby and AY got into it in the bronze race. I got pushed a little bit wide starting second, and I was able to pass guys and get back to second. But other than that, that's all she wrote.
Yep, that outside line on this track is no bueno. It's no good. I mean, you want to be on the inside optimally. And I'm on D Westberg, and W is just tapping his rear end, saying, hurry up and move.
Well, they better not be tapping around too much because D's Courage is right there in third, and he's going to rough up. I mean, that Rammer RS just looks so much more bigger than all the other cars.
It is heavy. It weighs 700 pounds more than the regular Rammer.
Wow.
So it's got some weight behind it. So the issue with the Ram RS is you've got to control the sliding in the corners.
Oh, I bet. I mean, once you get that 700-pound machine or 700 more pound machine sliding in the corners, I mean, it's not going to slow down easily.
Oh no.
So Bobby was able to get back up to fifth here as everyone seems to be spreading out after a chaotic first start. I'm going to pop on board with W here and see. We got the fastest times right now. D West with a 13.339. W's already running quicker than his qualifying time.
Yes. Yes, he is, because he couldn't get into the threes. But W is following, and I think it's a lot easier to follow than lead.
110%.
D Scourge is just, I mean, if I'm D Scourge here, I just bide my time and wait for something to happen.
Oh, most definitely, because you know if W catches up to D Westberg, they're going to be racing side by side, and then you catch really quickly to drivers that race side by side.
Yep. Yep. And Colt Chevy's on D Scourge's rear end.
Yeah, they're just waiting. You know, they're all W's biggest fan right now. They're like, come on,
Yeah.
W, get up to D Westberg and slow him down for us.
It looks like D Scourge is trying to cut the corners down to get under W. And that is not a good idea on this track. There's, like Spider was saying earlier, there's one line, and if you don't follow that line, you will lose time.
Yeah, there's really only one line around this track, and it's right where W's running. It's the middle groove. There's not really a high groove. There is a low groove to a certain extent if you want to beat somebody up and door them coming off the corner, but on this track, there's one groove here.
I'm going to get up on D Westberg and show the gearing that he's in here. So he's staying in fourth gear the whole time.
Yeah, that's not the view I want to see right there. Is W, D Scourge, and Colt 1, 2, 3, 4 right behind me.
Right, absolutely. So we got D Westberg running in fourth gear. I'm wondering if he's in a 3 gear here. I don't think that's a 2 gear.
I'm looking at the times here, and 5 out of the 8 people, they're running 3s.
That is unbelievable.
That just shows you how such under a basket all these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
The fatigue is going to start setting in here in about 5 laps. There are some finger fatigue, and you do experience it. I experience it. I switch over from my pointer finger and switch over and gas it with my middle finger.
Yep.
Just because, it gets really fatigued.
But the eye fatigue as well is, as these guys are coming around the corner, they're focusing on one spot, and then they got to look up and immediately look down again and focus on the one spot.
Oh, D Scourge goes off the track a little bit. Colt's right there on his butt now. And W is on D Westberg's butt.
Oh, D Scourge goes way high. Colt Chevy may have given him a little bump.
Well, the battles are starting to heat up everywhere on the track as W can sniff the exhaust coming off of D Westberg's pipes right now.
Yes, he can.
That's a clean hot rod D Westberg has, but I don't think W cares too much. He slips up just a little bit. It's over. This is where we talk about the fatigue. The fatigue is going to start to set in here.
And D Westberg is definitely feeling the pressure here. And look at how close W gets to him without touching him. Just saying, hey, I'm back here, buddy. And he's going to try an undercut. Not going to get it that time. Nope, D West is going to cut him down. Good blocking move. Wow, look at it, B-Dog. Look at that. Look at the distance between the front and the back bumper of these two cars, and it just stays there.
Yep, there's not a lot, but W gets up under D West, and this is where it gets interesting. Oh, they bump a little bit.
D West is going to have to push a little here. Yeah.
He's pinching him down a little bit. These guys are racing really good. D West knows he cannot let W get clear. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Yep, slow him down. Yep, slow him down a little bit.
All right, watch for the slide job right here out of D Westberg.
No, he cut it down too far.
Man, he got loose coming out. All righty, well, coming up on 10 laps to go. D West is not too far behind W. You know, it's that fatigue we're talking about here.
Yep. I'm going to run through the field here. Bobby's trying to run down D's curves. Wired has taken himself out of the race. I just saw that.
And Bobby and D Scourge they're going at it for 4th place right there. You know, we're coming up with 8 laps to go here. I mean, you hate to see it from D. Westberg leading all the race and just
give it
to
up.
fumble it away. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing's over yet. I mean, 7 laps left. I mean, there's always a chance for W to mess up a little bit.
Yeah, we should be coming up on caution cutoff here in one more lap, right?
That would be correct.
35, yep. It's like AY and Beast Break have a nice little battle going on.
Oh, D-West get a little bit high. Oh, that's going to leave it up for Colt Chevy. All right, so now we got a battle for second here.
Yeah.
Popping on board Colt Chevy, got 5 laps to go. D. Westberg's kind of fell back to him a little bit.
Interesting. DW still hasn't gotten the fastest lap, but the time split is so minimal.
Yeah, it's crazy just how one little twitch of the car, and the next thing you know, it's
Yep.
you lose so much time because everybody is so close in times. I mean, we got 2 laps to go, like you said. W is leading the race, but he does not have the fastest lap.
I think the time split, you can't even blink your eye that fast.
No,
It's
you
just-
cannot.
Yep.
The white flag is out, however, and W can see some lap traffic, but that's not going to be a problem. W's bring the broom out of the closet, and he's going to win race number 2 and sweep the week.
Sweep the week, yes. He's going to sweep the week for his team. So they are doing team racing this year as well. Everybody races in their own division, so all these guys are accumulating points for their respective teams.
As you can see, W finishes first, D. Westberg second, Colt Chevy third, fourth is Bobby, and fifth is D's Kurds.
You take the interview this time, Mr. B-Dog. I got the last one.
Well, if he joins back in, let's see what we can do.
No, he'll be here. I'm sure him and D West are having a talk. Oh, let's see here. There's W.
Alright, W, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, you swept the weekend. How do you feel?
I am shocked that I even won this one. I'm gonna
What?
be honest with you. I
What?
am. I really am. I thought Westbrook was gonna run away with it, and he kept making eensy weensy tiny little mistakes, and I just kept running the same line, and it worked out.
You are the only driver that I can know that can make a race exciting and boring at the same time.
I don't know if that's a flex or not.
It's a unique trait that only you, my friend, have. I mean,
Palms got a little sweaty that race. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still wiping my palm sweat right now. That was an awesome race.
did the fatigue set in?
Shit. I'm spacing on what that word means. I feel like an idiot. Oh my god.
Okay.
Fatigue, like your fingers hurt. You know, your eyes are straining from looking at the same
Oh,
spot.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, I am an idiot. Yeah, my finger hurts. I was smashing the R2 button.
Like, as hard as you could.
Yeah,
The harder
pretty
I
much,
push
yeah.
it, the faster I'll go.
I thought so. I thought I was gonna break R2 off. Honestly.
Well, you didn't break R2 off, and you swept the weekend. You're off to a pretty hot start. And you got anything else you want to say?
I'm after Luke Mann's record, and hopefully this is the season.
Alrighty, well, you heard it here first. W's going to try to break Luke Mann's record.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night, W. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, congrats, W. You're going to get the record eventually.
Sure, absolutely.
Alrighty, I'm getting off.
All right, B-Dog, that's going to wrap it up for us on the PRA side of the stream. Unfortunately, the other stream shut down. So that's going to do it for me and B-Dog. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Remember, next week... Is it next week, B-Dog? Same time? Let me look at the schedule.
Yep, next week, same time.
Next week, same time. Be sure to tune in. We'll be streaming the Bronze and the Gold series next week. We hope to see you back. That's going to do it for us. So we are out of here. Peace.